Hi students, our study today about profit revenue cost. So total profit Q is quantity, total profit is revenue minus cost. We all know that profit is revenue minus cost, where Q is the quantity produced. We're going to start by the total cost. Total cost is made up of two parts. The first part, it means the fixed cost. The fixed cost, suppose you have a company and you're going to have a fixed payment like salaries, rent, electricity every month. This is called fixed cost. So these are the payments you need to pay before you start producing. That's why the fixed cost is when a number of product is zero, so the payment you need to have before you start producing. And you have the variable cost. The variable cost is the cost of each item, the product as raw material to produce it. Let us take an example. If the fixed cost of production of Q units is $5,000, so this is the monthly payment, for example, $5,000 before you start production, and the variable cost is $30 per unit. So every unit will cost you $30. So the total cost will be 30Q plus 5,000. Here we need to note one thing. If you want to take the fixed cost, which is zero before production, this is the 5,000 since I didn't produce anything. And if you're going to sell, produce 10 units, so you're going to have 30 times 10, 300 plus 5,000, so 5,300. So each item will cost you, in that case, you divide it by 10, $530. And if you're going to produce, for example, 100, you're going to get 330 times 100 plus 5,000, so it's 8,000, and each item will be 8,000 over 100, it will be $80. Why it is less? Because this 5,000, instead of being spread on 10, it's now spread on 100 units. So that's why we say the more we sell product, the less cost we may have. Now concerning the revenue, what is the revenue? The revenue, when you're going to sell your product in the market, what you're going to get, the quantity times the price. Suppose you're going to sell 1,000 product, each product is $5, so you're going to get as revenue $5,000. So the revenue is price times quantity. So as we said, the total profit is revenue minus cost, and the revenue is price times quantity minus cost. So here, if profit is bigger than zero, we have gain. If profit less than zero, we have loss. If profit equal to zero, we have break even. So as this example, suppose this is a profit for producing from 0 till 10 items. As you can see, at 5 you have break even, neither gain nor loss. But however, if you produce between 0 and 4 items, you have a loss, because here it's negative. And your loss will vary from minus 100 till 0. And if you produce from more than 5 items, for example 6 items till 10 items, so here you have gain, and your gain will be from above 0 till $200. So everything, if you have profit function above the x-axis, is gain, equal intersection with the x-axis break even, less than the x-axis, it will be loss. Unit is very important, not to mix between units, given that the quantity unit is in $1,000. So Q is in thousand of in thousand of products. Q is in thousand of products, and revenue cost profit is in millions of Lebanese lira. It's in millions, and Q is in thousands of product. Q. What does P of 3 equal to 4? P is the profit. 3, it means number of products. We don't say 3, it means 3 products. It means 3,000 units. So the price of 3,000 units is 4 million. Because profit is in millions, we say 4 million. So the profit from selling 3,000 units is 4 million. Suppose I want to find the cost of producing 700, so I don't put inside 700, so I divide 700 by 1,000, so it will be C of 0.7, and we multiply it by million because the cost is in million. Concerning the revenue, suppose we're going to sell each item in $6,000. 6,000 Lebanese lira. So here, what do we do? How do we find the revenue? The revenue is set with the price. So the total revenue, the price is 6,000. We put it times the quantity we're going to sell, which is a Q. The unit of Q we multiply by the unit of Q with the 1,000. And since the revenue here is in million, instead of multiplying R by million, so we take it to the other side, we divide it by million, and we're going to get 6Q. So always revenue is the price as it is, P the price as it is, times Q and times the unit of Q over the unit of revenue. As more example, suppose the products Q in hundreds of products in hundreds of units. The total cost is in thousand. Each product is sold at $20. Find the total revenue. Total revenue, as we said, at the price as it is times the Q quantity. Q is in 100, as we said. We divide it by the revenue with 1,000, which is equal to Q. And find the revenue for 300 items. So here we do CT of 3, and we multiply the revenue by 1,000. So it will be 2 times 3, which is 6 times 1,000. It will be $6,000. Example, this is the profit function where Q is in 100 and P of Q is in millions of Lebanese lira. Don't forget Q between 0 and 5. Suppose each item is sold at 25,000. Find the profit from selling 400. So we do here P of 4 and we multiply it by million. So if you replace here by 4, and it will be 13 million. Find the revenue function. The revenue, as we said, is the price as it is times the Q. Unit of Q is in 100 over million, it will be 2.5 Q. And for 350 units, so it's million R of T, 350 divided by 100, it will be 3.5, and you get this answer. Now find the cost function. So profit is revenue minus cost, and cost is revenue minus profit. So this is the revenue, this is the profit. Don't forget the profit. Before you have minus for all, you're going to have this one. And then the fixed cost, so you take Q to be 0, fixed cost, so it will be 3 million Lebanese lira. Then find the cost from selling 200 units. So here it's million CT of 2, you replace by 2, and you're going to get 8 million Lebanese lira. Now find the number of items for which the cost is maximum, then evaluate that cost for each item. I don't have table of variation for the cost to find the maximum or minimum. So that's why if you look at this picture here, this is the maximum, and this is the least one, the minimum. If you have a picture like this, so this is the minimum and this is the highest point, which is the maximum. So for that reason, if you don't have table of variation, you want to find the max and min, you do derivative equal to 0 to find the max and min of these, and the boundaries to check which one is max, which one is min. So here, since I don't have table of variation, I do the derivative of the cost. So this is the derivative of the cost. Equated to 0, you're going to get 1.625. Since Q is in 100, it is 163 units. And I want to find its value. So million, you replace it in the cost in the given before, in the sheet before, it is 18.84375 millions. Now I do the boundaries, set the boundary between 0 and 5. I do CT of 0, it's a 3 million. C of 5, it's a loss, minus 14 million. So the maximum certainly is at 18.84375 million. And this is for 163 units. And the maximum loss I have is at 500 units, which is minus 14.5 million Lebanese lira. Find the interval of item for which we have gain, then evaluate that gain. So we take the profit, gain, loss, and we have profit. It's a table of sign, as we know, we did before. So you have here two roots. One of the roots is rejected. I want between 0 and 5. You must round it to 10 power minus 2. So at 258 we have break even. From 0 till 257 before it we have loss. Between 259 and 500 units we have gain. So we need to find that gain. So we do million PT of 2.59, because here I want the gain, it will be 56,200, and then we do million PT of 5, the highest one, we're going to have 27 million, and this is the profit value. Okay, hope that you got the profit revenue cost. It's something very easy, and see you in class. Thank you for listening.